I'm here in Hisuian town since Cynthia wants me to go cure those side ducks that are on Route 210 with the secret potion she gave me last video. Just a thought, if she knew what the problem was with those side ducks, why couldn't she have just told me to come to Route 210 and then she'll use the secret potion since she apparently knew how to cure those side ducks? I mean, this doesn't make a whole lot of sense when you think about it now, does it? Well, whatever. All that matters is these side ducks are now cured, and that means I can progress further into Route 210. Oops, wrong way, little guy. Okay, I don't know what was in that secret potion, but whatever it is, it was enough to cure the Psyduck's headache, and also that secret potion is good enough to cure a Pokemon's sickness, such as that Ampharos back in Johto. Yeah, you know which one I'm talking about. The Ampharos that was in the Olivine Lighthouse? Yeah, that very Ampharos. Okay, now Cynthia wants me to do something else for her, and that is to deliver an old charm to her grandmother over in Sussex Town. Since this is a member of your family, can't you do this yourself? I mean, is she really that busy? What would happen if I say no? Okay, looks like she's just going to keep badgering me until I say yes, so I have no choice but to accept. So it looks like I'm going to Sussex Town to not only explore the place, but to also deliver something to Cynthia's grandmother because apparently she's too busy to do that herself. Okay, I don't know what she's doing, but can't wait until later. And she's supposed to be Sinnoh's best, huh? I don't believe that crock of shit for a second. Anyway, as for Sussex Town, we were near that place some time ago, but we couldn't enter the place because there was some guy blocking the way because he wanted me to buy a Slowpoke tail. And odds are that guy is still there, so this is the only other way to Sussex Town. Well, that's okay because I prefer this path anyway. Now, before I go into the really tall grass, I'm just going to switch over to the dowsing machine because there's bound to be some hidden items in the grass. And speaking of things that are hidden, there's also some trainers hidden in the really tall grass. Okay, I don't know if you saw that hidden trainer, but if you didn't, then I'll go near him so that way I can start fighting him. Oh yes, Honchkrow is holding the Lucky Egg because the majority of the Pokemon that I find in the grass, they're Pokemon that Honchkrow can't handle. I'm only mentioning this because, well, I was going to put the Lucky Egg on Lucario, but as I said, the Pokemon I find in the grass, they're Pokemon that Honchkrow can handle. Well, then again, there are some Pokemon that Lucario can handle, such as Miltank, Tauros, Nuzleaf, and possibly some other Pokemon that I can't think of at the moment. But I don't know what's the probability of me encountering those Pokemon, so Honchkrow it is. Okay, this kid just said that he's a member of the Ninja Trio. Years ago, when I played Diamond, I only found one of these trainers. I'm not even sure how I found the other two. Well, I must have done something, and whatever I did, I guess it helped me find the other two trainers. Well, the problem is, I don't know what I did. Well, whatever. Whatever I did, it worked. Okay, now I'm going to talk about something that I was supposed to talk about back at the Pastoria Gym, but I couldn't because, well, I was on the verge of completing the puzzle and fighting Crasher Wake himself, so I had no time to talk about what I wanted to talk about. Okay, we've got a hidden item that's over here. Okay, we've got a full heal. Okay, and the next Ninja Trio member is to the right, so let me see if I can try and get to him. Okay, so I want to talk about the fact that you can now transfer the Hisuian Pokemon to your Scarlet or Violet game pack. I'm only mentioning this because it looks to me like some of the Hisuian Pokemon are now better than they were before, so I'm just going to talk about some of the Hisuian Pokemon that I personally like. Starting with Hisuian Arcanine. So, its hidden ability is Rockhead, huh? I have to say, that is a pretty good ability for it. Especially since it gets two stat-powered moves that involve recoil damage, such as Flare Blitz and Head Smash. I don't think any other Pokemon get any certain moves that involve recoil damage that they can have stab on. I mean, there are some other Pokemon who do have Rockheads, such as, let's see, there's Aggron, Sudowoodo, Alolan Marowak. But as far as I know, all of those Pokemon only have one stat-powered move, and yeah, I guess that's it. I mean, I know some Pokemon get Takedown and they have recoil. Some Pokemon get Takedown and they have the ability Rockhead, but it's non-stab. So yeah, I guess Hisuian Arcanine is now a pretty good Pokemon. So as for its stats, 115 in attack, well, I guess that's pretty good. It hits a little bit more harder than regular Arcanine. As for speed, well, it's a little bit slower than regular Arcanine, but I don't think the speed is going to matter that much. Now, I know I said countless times that Fire Rock is not a very good typing, but in this case, I guess I'll make an exception because I said that Hisuian Arcanine is now better than it was before. I mean, if you were to put up the Sandstorm, then I guess that could be good because Hisuian Arcanine is going to get a 50% special defense boost. Okay, are there any hidden items in the area over here? Oh, okay, I see something. Okay, where is it? Okay, got a Hyper Potion, that's good. And let me see if I can try and grab that item over there as soon as I'm done with this random encounter. I have to say, looks to be like the random encounter rate in the really tall grass is pretty high. I'm not really sure if I'm the only one who notices this, or maybe it's something else. I don't know. Now, as for Alolan Marowak, yeah, I did mention it because, well, I guess I kind of like Alolan Marowak, but I didn't even realize that Alolan Marowak as well as regular Marowak, yeah, they're pretty slow. So they have a base speed of 45, which is something I did not remember. I don't recall ever using Marowak in my life, but if I did, then yeah, I just didn't remember that it was pretty slow. And the weird thing about all this is, well, normally Marowak does get Rock Head as one of its abilities, but as for Alolan Marowak, it gets Rock Head as a hidden ability. And I have to say, that's kind of trollish, because the one time where we won Rock Head on a variant of Marowak, we can't get it. And there's the fact that Alolan Marowak can learn Flare Blitz, but unfortunately Rockhead is one of its... No, Rockhead is a hidden ability for Alolan Marowak. Okay, we've got an Ultra Ball over here. Okay, are there any other hidden items in the area, or can I just move on? Okay, I guess I can move on. Okay, I believe there's one more member of the Ninja Trio, and that little kid is over to the right. And I believe there's supposed to be a hidden item in that area as well. Okay, I'm not really sure if it's a coincidence that there's some hidden items near where those ninja kids are. But if so, then, okay, I guess I'll take that. Okay, moving on to something else. Hisuian Samurats. Now, some time ago, I was complaining about the fact that there was a Terrorblade battle event involving regular Samurats, and I was saying, why couldn't it have been Hisuian Samurott, because it's so much better than its original form. Well, I guess you can now play around with Hisuian Samurott if you did transfer it over to your Scarlet and Violet game pack. I'm not really sure how to do that. I guess maybe I have to use Pokemon Home or something. If so, then I don't know if I have to pay for something. If so, then I guess I'm just going to say screw it. Well, I'll tell you one thing. I can't wait to see what combos people can pull off with Hisuian Arcanine, and it might get to a point that maybe, oh, I don't know, could possibly get banned. If so, then that would be a real shame. Okay, good thing that didn't poison me. Okay, back to Hisuian Samurott. So, its hidden ability is Sharpness, which I have to say is one of the best abilities in the game. As for its signature move, Ceaseless Edge, well, it's a dark type attack, and when it connects, it puts out a layer of spikes, which I guess is pretty good. Oh, hold on, we got some. Okay, where is that hidden item? Come on, where is it? Where is it? Man, I really hate when the Dowsing Machine does this. Okay, maybe I can move up a little bit. Come on, where is it? Oh, okay, it's right next to me. Yeah, I don't know why they made the Dowsing Machine like this. It's pretty freaking annoying. Okay, as for Hisuian Arcanine... No, Hisuian Samurott stats. Sorry, we're done talking about Hisuian Arcanine. So, it's offensive swapped, and its defenses aren't as good as regular Samurotts, well, as to be expected, because after all, Hisuian Samurott is a dark type, and I did say, dark type Pokemon in general don't have the best defenses in the world. Okay, moving on to Hisuian Decidueye. So, its hit ability is Scrappy, so that means it can hit Ghost type Pokemon with normal or fighting type moves, so I guess that's pretty good. And as for its signature move, Triple Arrows, well, it can get a critical hit, and it can also lower the target's defense, or even flinch the target. Okay, I don't know if it could do both. Just saying that, the fact that Triple Arrows can lower the target's defense, or make the opposing Pokemon flinch, that kind of reminds me of the Elemental Fangs, except that the Elemental Fangs can't lower a Pokemon's defense. It could either flinch the opposing target, or inflict a certain status, depending on what the move is. But yeah, just reading about Triple Arrows, it kind of reminds me of the Elemental Fangs. I'm not really sure if Triple Arrows has perfect accuracy because, well, I never really played around with Hisuian Decidueye. Alright, over here we have the TM for Solar Beam. I'm pretty sure this was a different item back in the original games. I'm pretty sure this was supposed to be an Ultra Ball, actually. Oh, whoa! Hey, look at you. You look pretty cool. Okay. I guess I'll have to switch over to something in hopes of catching this shiny Nuzleaf. Okay, this might not be a good idea for me to send in Gastrodon, but what other choice do I have? Okay, what's gonna go for? Oh shit, Leaf Blade? Oh, that's not good. Okay, I'm several levels ahead of this thing, like 32, so yeah, it really shouldn't matter. Okay, I'm just going to go for Yawn, so that way I can put it to sleep. Um, I do want to go for something else, but I'm not really sure what I can go for because, well, any attacks I do will probably kill this Nuzleaf, so yeah, I can't take the risk. Okay, I don't want to go for any other of Gastrodon's moves because odds are it might kill that Nuzleaf. Oh, Torment? Okay, well, I don't think I'm going to attack this thing anyway. Okay, I'm not really sure how many balls I have in my bag, so let me see. What can I throw at this thing? Let's see now. Let's see. Let's go for a Nest Ball since this thing is a pretty low level Pokemon, so let's see. Is the Nest Ball going to do it? 1, 2, 3. Yes! Okay, that's another shiny for the books. Okay, I think this is my 5th shiny Pokemon. Wow, I'm just rolling in them. Okay, what do we have to say about Nuzleaf? The sound of its grass flute makes its listeners uneasy. It lives deep in forests. Okay, grass flutes. You would think that Nuzleaf can learn the move Grass Whistle. I mean, that's just my opinion. Okay, well, that was pretty good. Okay, in this northern area of Route 210, normally there would be fog here, but looks like that's not the case. And just saying something about the fog gives me flashbacks to the time where I would go through this place without defog because back when I played Diamond, I had no idea where the HM for defog was. I mean, I was only a kid back then, so yeah, I'll take all of the blame. Okay, now I'm going to put the Lucky Egg on Lucario since, well, the trainer's Pokemon, they're Pokemon that Lucario can't handle, so I might as well give it some action. Okay, continuing on with my Hisuian talk before I got interrupted by that shiny Nuzleaf. Hisuian Typhlosion. So, I'm no stranger to this Pokemon since I did use it back in Legends Arceus. Infernal Parade. I don't think I really used that move all too much. I mean, I didn't realize it had 60 power. Okay, so it has 60 power and it could possibly burn the target. But if the target has a status problem, then Infernal Parade's power doubles to 120, which I guess is pretty good because now it has more power than Flamethrower. Well, actually, I mostly use Flamethrower because, yeah, I said that Infernal Parade has a power of 60, so yeah, I guess Flamethrower is the better move. Oh, Fake Out? Well, I'm not going to flinch thanks to my ability. Yeah, I know people don't really like Inner Focus that much, but personally, I do like it. So I guess that's everything about Hisuian Typhlosion. I mean, there's not much else to say about it. I think it hits a little bit harder than regular Typhlosion. I think its base special attack is 115, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that, actually, so don't quote me on it. Okay, as for Sneasler, well, the only thing good about it is Dire Claw. So, it has a 50% chance of poisoning, paralyzing, or putting the target to sleep. I don't know about you, but that kind of sounds like the ability Effect Spore as a move. Well, I never really played around with Sneasler, so yeah, I never really got to experience Dire Claw all that much. Well, actually, maybe I did play around with it just a little bit, but yeah, I only used it for the Pokedex purposes when I was playing Legends Arceus, because I really wanted to complete the Pokedex. Okay, what do we have over here? Oh, Red Shard, huh? Okay, I don't think I have any more time to fight any trainers, so I guess I'm going to finish off this video with a random encounter. Oh, Shelgon, huh? Okay, I never expected to find this thing in the grass. Okay, normally I would go with Ice Punch, but I think I said that Shelgon has pretty good physical defense, but as for special defense, not so much. Okay, is Aura Sphere going to one-shot this thing? Okay, yes it is. Okay, so I guess I'm going to stop here for today, and next time, I'm going to continue my trek through Route 210 in hopes of reaching Celestic Town. See you then.